Go.
Good morning and welcome to Bio.now, live coverage of the death of former Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher, the most dominant British Prime Minister since Wilson introduced in 1940 and the global champion of the late 20th century free market economy, has died. Lady Thatcher's body will today be moved to Westminster Chapel for family service ahead of Wednesday funeral. As the international committee learned from Margaret Thatcher's death, a mixed reactions began to emerge. Recall the tenacious and strong-willed Prime Minister who led the country from 1979 to 1978. Now, let's see how British people think about their former Prime Minister. Controversial opinions on Margaret Thatcher's policies has raised for several years. So, what do you think about your former Prime Minister?
Rồi.
Despite her death, I must say I hate her because when she was a Minister of Education, she advocated a free meal program for school children from the age of 7 to 11 in the 1970s. For many people, it was very necessary because it may be the only meal of the day. She was called the meal snatcher. In terms of economic policy, she changed economic policy by cutting down the roles of state and promoting free market in many fields such as gas, telephone, electric, and water. Although this policy brings some benefits such as raising competition and improving the quality of services, however, it also have a lot of drawbacks. For example, inflation increase and British economy plunged into recession. Unemployment rate were very high. At that time, about 3 million people were lost their job, and I was also a victim of this policy. I had no job, no money, no house, and it was a terrible day for me. This policy leads inadequate issue of society. It broadens the gap between the rich and the poor. So many people, especially working class people like me, experience many terrible days. So I don't like her.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the passing of Baroness Margaret Thatcher, the world has lost one of the great champions of freedom and liberty, and America has lost a true friend. As the Crocer's daughter, Rose became Britain's first female Prime Minister. She stands as an example to our daughters that there is no glass ceiling that can't be shattered. As Prime Minister, she helped restore the confidence and pride that has always been the hallmark of Britain as its best. And as an unapologetic supporter of our transatlantic alliance, she knew that with strength and resolve we could win the Cold War and extend the freedom's promise. Here in America, many of us will now forget her standing shoulder to shoulder with President Reagan, reminding the second most important man in her life. About the opposition to communism, Thatcher and Reagan shared a close bond throughout the 1890s. Together, they provided a united Western counterbalance against the Soviet Union and modernized Europe and the Soviet nuclear shield. Thatcher once referred to Reagan as the second most important man in her life. We can shape them with moral conviction, unyielding courage, and iron will. Michelle and I send our thoughts to the Thatcher family and all the British people as we carry on the work to which she dedicated her life. Free people standing together, determined to write out our destiny.
Chúng tôi bày tỏ sự chia buồn sâu sắc và niềm tiếc thương vô hạn đến toàn thể nhân dân Anh về cái chết của mệnh phụ thép Margaret Thatcher. Chúng ta đã mất đi một nhà lãnh đạo lớn, một thủ tướng vĩ đại và cũng là một công dân Anh vĩ đại. Bà là cựu lãnh đạo đảng bảo thủ, nữ thủ tướng duy nhất trong lịch sử nước Anh và là người nắm giữ vị trí này lâu nhất trong thế kỷ 20. Mệnh phụ thép được nhớ đến như một nhà lãnh đạo đầy quyền lực. Trong suốt cuộc đời mình, bà đã đạt được những thành tựu xuất sắc mang tính lịch sử trong các chính sách khi bà còn tại vị. Bà đã phá vỡ quyền lực của các liên đoàn lao động Anh, xóa bỏ nhiều trợ cấp của chính phủ và gia tăng vai trò lớn hơn của khối doanh nghiệp tư nhân. Bà đã lãnh đạo nước Anh qua thời kỳ chiến tranh với Argentina về quần đảo Falkland năm 1982. Bà Thatcher cũng mạnh mẽ phản đối sự hội nhập của Anh vào Liên minh châu Âu và đồng thời là người xây dựng được mối quan hệ đặc biệt gần gũi với Tổng thống Mỹ Ronald Reagan. Bà đã giúp dẫn tới sự sụp đổ của chủ nghĩa cộng sản Liên Xô. Chính vì thế, bà cũng đã từng đạt được giải Nobel Hòa bình vào cuối thời kỳ chiến tranh lạnh. Chắc chắn, bà là một trong những chính trị gia quan trọng nhất trong lịch sử chính trị đương đại. Sự quyết tâm và quyết đoán của bà Thatcher sẽ mãi mãi được sử ghi nhớ.
People in around the world have been paying tributes to Margaret Thatcher. So, we will follow a historian to draw you an insight into the policies of Margaret Thatcher. Good morning, Ms. Zhang. And we recognize that you have spent several years in doing research on Margaret Thatcher's policies.
Margaret Thatcher is well deserved with her what people call her a lady, and it is shown clearly through foreign affairs and policies during her tenure as British PM. And I like to point out some of them in her political career. During her first year as PM, she supported NATO's decision to deploy US nuclear goals and Pershing missiles in Western Europe, and permitted the US to station more than 160 cruise missiles at Royal Air Force, Windham Common, starting on 14 November 1983, and triggering mass protests by the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament. And in September 1982, she visited China to discuss with Deng Xiaoping the sovereignty of Hong Kong. She was the first British PM to visit China, and after the 2-year negotiations, Thatcher made concession to the People's Republic of China government and signed the Sino-British Joint Declaration in Beijing in December 1984, handing over Hong Kong sovereignty in 1997. Thatcher was one of the first Western leaders to respond globally to reformist Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. I think the most important event in which Margaret Thatcher's uncompromising leader style is illustrated clearly through the War of the Falklands, and this is territory dispute between Argentina and Britain over the Falklands in 1982. PM Margaret Thatcher said that the Falklanders were of British tradition and stock, and refused to negotiate anything close to what the Argentine junta might accept this back a fixed term before the handover shall rule UN protectorate. And the key here is that the war boosted Margaret Thatcher's political standing at home, and Lady Thatcher dispatched a military task force that eventually liberated the people of the Falklands and expelled the Argentine invasion force despite the distance of the Falklands and British mainland 8,000 miles away. And Thatcher often referred to after the war to the fallen spirit. Yes, she does. She will be forever remembered in the island, and they will always be thankful for what she did. And many people say on the passing of Margaret Thatcher, she is always will be idly to us. And if it wasn't for her, we probably wouldn't be here today. Well, Margaret Thatcher had widespread impact not only on Britain but also on the world. Also, there are many controversies about her, about what she did, whether it is right or wrong. But no one can deny the important role she took in history. As the historian, Lady Thatcher will undoubtedly go down in history as one of the greatest prime ministers, one of the greatest leader of all time.
Thank you so